Today's matchup. Bunny. Solar. Dark. ByuN.
This is it. Just 2 players left in the round of 8. Only one will move on to the final 4. I gotta say, ByuN looking great. Very impressive. He's going up against Dark. Dark does seem to be, at least versus ByuN, untouchable. So I would love to see an upset here. I'd love to be wrong, but right now, I think Dark has this. How about you?
I'm right on the same boat with you. I feel like Dark's playstyle in particular against ByuN is just so solid strategically that I don't think that he's going to fall into the same trappings that Solar did in the previous series. And so I'm a little bit concerned here for ByuN, especially considering that he hasn't shown too much of a variety of playstyles so far here today, and even throughout the GSL. I mean, I think every single TBZ, with the exception of the last map that we casted, he opened with 2 racks in the natural expansion as a wall-in. And I mean, that's not necessarily incorrect or anything, but there isn't very much variance in the way that he's playing. And I feel like against a player like Dark, I think you need to get some kind of edge if you're ByuN in the early or in the mid game, and then be able to ride that wave.
Well, we say that, but then what about that game where he killed all those queens? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, true. I mean, that was also a game like you kill all these queens. It was like what, 5 queens that went down?
Yeah,
5 or 6 queens that went down. Dark was down to 2 queens in total. 20 drones, all these roaches, still not able to get the win. So
yeah,
it's difficult here for ByuN. I mean, Dark just feels absolutely rock solid. I think he's absolutely the favorite. I mean, he was the favorite coming into today to advance in first place from this group, and now fighting for his life to reach the top 4. But in any case, I think it's going to be a really exciting cast. No matter what, this is going to be the last TBZ that ByuN is playing here in the GSL, so he's going to give it everything he's got. It should be really fun to watch.
Grezvin is going to be our first map to start this final best of 3 here. Again, it's going to be weird, man, if Dark doesn't take it. We've got 3 Terrans in the final 4.
Jeez.
That 4th spot either going to Dark or ByuN. Let's see who that is as we're ready to go. Burn, 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 burn it down.
DKZ Gaming. Dark.
I've got a ration. It burns, burns, burns. I'm gaming too hard. I need my baby powder. All right.
I should buy some baby powder, man. Sometimes
Shopify Rebellion.
if I
ByuN.
game too much, I get this like a rash on my hand from like the mouse pad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Little gamer.
I don't think I ever get that. I know that some people have that in their mouse hand that gets their dragging it too much. I don't have that at all. I mean, I wonder if that's a problem with your mouse pad.
Probably because you play Protoss.
Yeah, I don't even need the mouse at all. I play with an Xbox controller. Yeah, that's interesting. So you get the mark on your hand, because ByuN gets that actually on his mouse hand.
Yeah, I do a little bit.
You get the gamer bump.
I've been gaming so much recently that it's just like a callus now, and it doesn't bother me.
right.
But sometimes if I take a break, if I go on vacation, or if I go on like a little bike ride, or for whatever reason I'm not playing RTS for like a couple of weeks and then I come back, then it's always like,
Yeah, you got to break it in.
Yeah,
The callus isn't there.
get a callus, my
been-
joints start hurting, I can feel my age.
I have been just casting this in Valorant and then ASL, so I haven't been able to ladder, but I'm hoping I can come back and still be a callus on that. Because that's what I need to be emotionally if I'm going to ladder up anymore.
You were getting pretty high in the ranks too. It's gonna be
It
hard.
was coming along, but you know,
Yes.
it's like you come back 3 weeks later, it's like, God, they're all doing different stuff now. Like, this is just its own crazy ecosystem.
Yeah.
I'm so dumb. I saw the pool. I'm like, it's a Rouse Warren.
No,
ByuN knows how to hold this.
standard builds for both these guys. ByuN just going back to his bread and butter. 2 racks Reaper opening here with a CC on the low ground. And yeah, Dark just playing nice and standard. We'll see if he's able to sneak that third hatchery in yet again. See that drone on the mini-map moving out now. Should be able to get it. Actually, this time... Oh, he started up some units. I was wondering where those minerals went. But yeah, I'm imagining this shouldn't be too much of an issue for him. I would be surprised if we saw Dark lose, frankly, even 1 link, just with how solid that he's been overall.
Yeah, well, this is like usually where he. Oh my God, this is over. Oh my God.
One Ling does fall. Actually gets a second one there, so some nice early value there from ByuN. I mean,
2-0.
that's basically killing a drone because you know that Dark is probably going to have to rebuild those Lings, right, to defend this. So that is a win here for ByuN.
So we've got our third Reaper here. Yep. He may try to jump in the main, or maybe not. I'm not sure. Queen's going to come down. He's just going to try to strafe to the side and avoid the damage.
Yep, Factory back at home for ByuN coming down, so this will not be another 3 or 4x Marine opening here.
I wonder if you damage this enough, if there's some kind of a cute little jab you can have later on. I mean, it's actually lost a lot of HP. You can see he knows.
It's actually so funny.
Yeah, like I kind of knew that he could do like some damage here. I didn't know that you could actually like bounce the queen.
It's at 50 HP, Tasteless.
Hold on a second.
He can't kill it, but that was really close.
That was wild.
Yeah,
So
I was just watching.
Finish at like 250 or something.
Yeah, I think you're just about right. Maybe about 300 HP.
Something like that.
I'll start regenerating now.
293, but like, yeah, I mean, he almost got that.
Pierre just like comes in with like one Banshee, hits it twice.
If he had made a 4th Reaper, he would have killed it.
Well, we do have a starport coming in a tech lab, so we actually might have 1 or 2 Banshee follow up. We'll see how ByuN decides to use these add-ons as the game progresses. And
yeah,
I mean,
I'm just saying, like, I mean, you know, a hatchery that's that low, a lot of times you bank on the hatchery losing like half health before you're fully ready to take the push. So
yeah, I mean, how many games have we even casted today where these hatcheries get down to like half HP and then
or like even 10% HP? It's like they're like, all right, that's it.
So that's a nice little win there for ByuN. Also, you know, minor thing, but it controls Dark's creep a little bit. I mean, those were queens that were off creep that weren't able to plant those Chimers down as early as they would have hoped. So Dark will be down a little bit in tempo in that regard, but you know, otherwise looking good. Just droning up back at home. Raven is coming out now for ByuN.
So he can use that to clear creep. He can use that alternatively to send chuck auto turrets into the main.
You can also build a second Raven and chuck down like 6 turrets and try to get the hatch. That's like the Gold League Terran strategy that I would do if I was playing in GSL.
This is what I'll do. So he does show the Raven, by the way. That is a big tell. If you see, you know, it's either Medevac, Banshee, or Raven. If it's a Viking, it's all, I guess, its own thing, but, you know.
Yeah, 4th hatchery now coming in, or 4th base, I should say, there for Dark, as he actually is building an macro hatchery here in the main base. So probably not going to be a Roach Ravager style coming out of him. Probably going to play a lot more Ling heavy, I would imagine, here with this extra hatch. And now these Marines are moving across the map. Looks like he's trying to time this out, so the Raven's going to go into the main base at the same time that the Marines will go into the 3rd. But I wouldn't mind this Raven coming back and using it to kind of clear some creep, potentially drop down some turrets.
Well, also, you know, in a moment like this, because this is like one of these like no, I'm sorry, it's actually not pre-medevac. It's like what we saw earlier where it looks like it is, where the medevac show up at the last second. But yeah, I mean, he's going to come in over here.
At low hatchery. All right, the turrets are going to come in. Stim is done, so we're going to immediately start focusing down Queens. One gets taken out immediately. Turrets are doing a great job of taking up so much of the damage here. All these transfuse are popping, and Tasteless, this is huge!
This is crazy. He's getting the Queens. The hatchery's low.
Almost every single
queens go down.
Every queen is going to die. The hatchery is going to fall. 20 drones in total are dead.
It's all because of those Reapers early on. They did it.
That Raven was so clutch.
Yeah.
I mean, just absolutely phenomenal stuff there with that Raven. Those auto turrets, they take so much damage, so much fire from those queens. The Lings were surrounding the turrets with their time to life. I mean, that oftentimes we see engagements like this happen with these Marines. I mean, imagine if that was a second medevac instead of a Raven here.
Yeah.
That a lot of those Marines are just going to be dead because all the damage is going to be inflicted straight onto the bio, even with the healing, as opposed to on a turret, which has a time life already. And
this
so,
is a mistake.
Yeah, Dark, well, he knows he has to get something down right now. He's at 70 supply to the 95 of ByuN. There are almost more Marines than Lings at this point, it feels. Yeah, there actually are. 30 Marines to 27 Zerglings.
This is wild. There's just one tank.
My goodness.
Now, there's no heal on the medevac. And I just see one medevac. Oh, I'm sorry, there's two more coming. It's every time I say that, I see medevac shadows on screen. I'm like, no.
It's like Beetlejuice just keeps saying the word medevac, and they just keep
Beetlejuice
spotting in the game.
Medevac. So he's going to stim and come in. I mean, you know,
There's
you have
no
a couple
way.
of tanks. I think this is probably over.
Yeah,
but
I think this kills it. I mean, the Baneling Nest is right here, and Baneling speed only halfway done. Dark coming in with slow Banelings to try to connect in one of the saddest surrounds I have ever seen. I mean, the tanks will be cleaned up. The Lings will eventually get on top of these Marines, but that was a very expensive trade there.
yeah,
Dark
brutal
is-
trade. You could see the medevacs just didn't quite have enough of the heal on them.
Yeah, the Marines.
Everything was pretty badly damaged.
Keep in mind, by the way, that Dark, although he is staying alive, he's doing this by the skin of his teeth. He's at 40 drones to 56 SCVs.
Yeah.
So he's basically been, he's been building nothing but units to try and survive this. And he's still hanging on by a thread, so this is not looking promising for him in the future. It's a very dangerous situation that he finds himself in right now. And I'm wondering whether +1 infantry weapons is underway, or if we have any, yeah, it is. It's actually almost done. 1-1 about to finish here for ByuN, so he's going to have a pretty large window here where I think he can get damaged, because it's just one evolution chamber here for the Zerg. Oh, excuse me, actually already has Carapace. Wow, he got it early.
Yeah, he did. Look, ByuN's going to come in for another attack. I do think ByuN, honestly, like, did pretty damn well, all things considered. Let's also
Yeah.
not forget that we had a game where, like, you know, ByuN did come in and kill a bunch of queens, and then he totally got smashed by Dark later on. But losing that third hatch is insane. We don't even really talk about Zergs losing third hatches. It's really like a fourth hatch thing, right?
It usually doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's usually impossible because, you know, the Zerg has always enough time with the hit points on the hatchery to basically get whatever he needs and then go from there. But, again, those Reapers, it's all about those Reapers, really. So he's going to drop over here, and he's basically just slowing down mining. Remember that this is a 3-base Zerg, effectively, until that hatchery's done. Dude, this is really bad. He's not watching this. Guys.
Wow.
Guys.
All right, well, this is eventually going to get cleaned up, but
That was insane. How many Lings did he kill?
I want to say that was like 20 Lings. I mean, it
Yeah.
felt like a lot.
Like, that's crazy.
And these are units that Dark really cannot afford to lose right now. He has 50 Lings in total, which is basically the exact same amount of Marines that we have on the field here for ByuN. And so Dark is going to try and do a counterattack and see if he can buy some space. But, you know, ByuN all day, his rally points back at home have been so clutch.
Yeah, he's rallied them on top of the depot because they're for the wall. So, like, they're not going to run through. It's still walled in. He's going to kill this hatchery again.
Hatchery going down yet again.
Ooh, the pickups are so good.
I mean, Dark's going to come in here for a surround, but there is just no way he's going to make anything happen. And Dark is now one map win, or one map loss away from being eliminated. ByuN, one map win away from going to the top 4, man.
Ooh, what?
Dude, what a game. I am, it's all about those Reapers. That was crazy.
I can't believe it.
We might have
We
4
started-
Terrans in the top 4.
We had the top 8 was 5 Terrans.
Yeah.
If this Terran wins here, it's going to be 4 Terrans. I was just informed by production. It's been 12 years since we've had 4 Terrans in the Final Four. And I think that's when Artosis went. He said, go on TVT.
Yeah, back in the day. Way back in the day. And, I mean, Terran's having the run of their life right now. It's kind of insane.
Well, it's funny, too, because it's Dark. We're like, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm pretty... Dark is always the safe bet if you're a GSL caster. He came in looking strong, but, I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, at the start of the cast today, we were saying that Dark is probably the favorite to get out in first place.
I thought
and
he was going to win the tournament, honestly.
probably
He
a
looked so
battle. Yeah, we were even saying that he's like favored over Maru, but
And
now
he has that confidence in the interviews too, where you're like, oh yeah, you know, of course. But ByuN, we talked about at the start of that last game. It's like, well, what could he possibly do that could get him ahead to do that? And then that was that one moment we saw. And by the way, I think that's actually part of the build.
Is the Reapers going
Is the
for the third
Reapers?
hatch.
The Reapers can find opportunity to chip at the third hatch, and I don't think Zergs are used to dealing with that. And I bet there's games where, I mean, think about this. Had he made like a 4th and 5th Reaper, he would have killed that hatch or forced to cancel. So
Yeah,
it's like,
one more Reaper would have done it.
yeah.
Like an SCV attacking the hatchery probably would have
Yeah,
killed
yeah.
it if he had brought that one out as well. Just a crazy game there from ByuN.
Well, let's see if Dark can tie this up 1-1. I just don't know what to expect We're going to go to Royal Blood here. 3 Terrans in the round of 4. ByuN wins this one. It's going to be 4 Terrans in the round of 4.
All right, let's get to it.
Take that, aliens.
Yeah.
Take that, aliens.
Human supremacy.
Yeah, we invented ChatGPT, not you. Of course, we were going to be here. You're going to lose to the bugs?
Dark.
They take on life forms, make them their own. Oh, cool, dude. We traveled to space.
We did, man.
We weren't meant for it. We figured out how to do it with our
Shopify
technology.
Rebellion.
We didn't have wings like these mutalisks just like fly into outer space. Like I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
but
they have bat wings in 0 gravity? Okay. But here's the thing. Being humans, we never solved it. We went to space and just kept killing each other. Like the apes that we are.
That's why we're so good at killing Zergs.
That's why we're so good at killing Zergs, you know? No matter what happens, we end up going back to the same broken ways of our primitive species.
Whether it be in Star Wars or StarCraft.
And I don't know how the Protoss didn't come out on top either. They have, like, you know, invisibility and all that.
They can, like, communicate with their brains and stuff.
But they don't have mouths. So it's like...
They evolved past the need for mouths.
Yeah,
They're beyond mouths.
Well, I don't want to have us do that, or I can't cast anymore. That's going to be bad for my career.
It's going to be... Yeah. It's just going to be us.
You guys just read my thoughts? Like, no, please don't read my thoughts. Like...
they would realize how stupid we actually are trying to cast.
Wait, is that what you really think about 4 Terrans in the Final 4?
Oh, man.
So, we are going to go into this same build, the ByuN Special.
Yeah, the ByuN Special. He's really been the only Terran to bust this one out so far in Code S. And in day 1, the round of 16, he was saying in an interview, you know, he thinks that we're going to be seeing a lot of this, so we better get acclimated to seeing this, you know, new meta of TBZ with 2 barracks on the low ground. And then he was the only one to do it, but he's right. We are seeing more of it. We're just seeing more of it from ByuN because he keeps winning, and now he's 1 map win away from going to the top 4.
This is wild. And by the way, ByuN, again, another person, it's going to be insane if he's in the Final 4.
Yeah.
ByuN's been in so many GSLs, as have all these guys, but, you know, he's not a guy who's been, you know, placing deep, not in a while.
I think it's one of his, if I'm not mistaken, it's like his first top 4 or top 8 in like 5 years if he makes it. So it's, I mean, a former world champion, but it's a tough feat.
And winning the GSL, beating SOS.
Yeah.
In one of the, I think, one of the bigger kind of surprise finals when we had all of Junior Green Wings like trying to advise SOS, and ByuN just still did it.
I mean, ByuN has always kind of had that X factor to him, right, where he could just kind of do anything. And 2 more barracks going down, Tasteless behind this, so we're going to have another Marine push.
He's like...
You know, keep in mind, we had a game like this earlier today where ByuN lost. That looked very similar to the game that we just casted, except the hatch rate didn't die, if I'm not mistaken. And
I can't believe he's not going for the hatchery. I feel like when we saw the damage done to the hatchery, I'm like, you know what you need to do. So, the time we saw the 4 hatches before, sorry, who did he did
4
this for Solar? Sorry, 4 barracks.
Right. Was it versus? Yeah,
it was versus Solar. Wait.
I think it might have been against Dark. The games are honestly, we have so many teams. This is like our 5th TBZ that we're casting today, and they're all blending together. I think it was against Dark, but I mean, maybe it was against Solar.
Whoever it was against. I mean,
what are these Zergs?
Who really knows?
They're all the
You
same.
guys at home, you guys don't know.
They make queens, they make drones. I mean, if we hit the names, you wouldn't know who's playing.
And if you did know, it's like, it's a game. Get a life, loser. Like, so.
But, yeah, we saw the same thing earlier today with the 4 barracks, and, you know, it was able to get almost the same amount of damage done. But ByuN, because you sacrifice a lot to actually invest in getting all these Marines. Nice kill right there on the...
That was nasty.
On the Shimmers. I wonder if Dark is going to be able to stop it again this time, and that's a...
What is happening right now?
Yeah, he's trying to get away.
So the creep's been inhibited. It's still not even connected, actually. There's 2 Reapers left. I mean, obviously, Reapers, they don't have a lot of value after the first couple minutes.
Wait, those were 2 separate tumors that died, right? It wasn't one tumor.
That was 2 separate tumors. One died to the bullet, the other to the bomb.
So that's a transfuse. That's gone. And like, think of how key the transfuses have been in holding these Marine pushes so far already. That's just
true.
1 less. I mean, that just starts the domino effect of the Queens dying that much faster should this come in. And Dark is still droning right now. No Roach Warren. It's gonna be Lings for him. He only has 4 on the field. He's at the 50 drones, so he needs to start pumping Lings right now. And I don't think he sees this.
No Overlord. No Overlord.
6 Lings in production, so I think he's catching Win, but this is going to have both Stim and Combat Shields, 10 more Lings in production. This is looking scary.
Uh-oh.
Third CC underway. Dark knows now.
Supply
He's
blocked,
supply
supply blocked.
Only 4 Lings in total on the field right now. 10 more join them. Spinecrawler being more +1 carapace started.
What are we waiting for?
All right, let's go.
He gets the first queen. He does kite pretty nicely. He knows when to dive.
Oh my goodness, Tasteless. The queens are falling yet again. No transfuses left. There's only 2 Lings. These Lings are so far away from completion. They're only halfway done. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
We have 4 Terrans in the top 4. ByuN wins again. ByuN advances over Dark to go to the semifinals.
Oh, I'm in the wrong timeline. I can't believe it.
Wow! I can't believe.
What year is it? It's 2023. Yes, but who are the final 4 in the GSL? It's 4 Terrans.
Dude.
I gotta get the DeLorean. Oh
I can't believe that worked. No Roach War and over drone.
It worked.
No
It
Lings.
worked.
That was insane. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, that was just twice.
No Overlord there.
Yeah,
The spot.
the Overlord was checking the gases at the natural expansion. It wasn't on the little Overlord house.
God, ByuN. Seems like it was kind of like he's like, well, this is my build 2 in the best of 3, and it just like works out. It's like, all right,
He did it like
you
what?
be the best Zerg in the tournament.
He did this like 3 or 4 times today.
Yeah,
That's so sick.
it's a good build too. It's basically anybody who's developing normally will never have that much on the map. And one of the things that's not great about having that much on the map is that if they have any Lings and they just surround you and kill you, you are so boned. You're so dead. But if they don't know it's coming, they don't expect it.
Yeah, Dark truly seemed the least prepared for that one. I think he just took a gamble that it's not going to happen again, and he was wrong.
He overthought the best of 3.
Wow.
Congratulations. Yeah, thank you. You swept that win with Mass Marines. You beat the Zergs. You're in the semifinals. How are you feeling now? My earphone's not working properly. If I don't understand your question, I'm sorry. Anyways, after I lost against Dark in the first match, I was pretty shaken up. But in between the games, my coach, the doggy, consoled me, and so I was able to gather myself. The key point is I just have to kind of keep control of my mental state. So let's talk about that match against Solar, the elimination match. Seems like you didn't really care what kind of units he had. You produced so many Marines. Pure Marines almost. How did you come about this type of play? I'm not exactly sure. I felt a little bit of pain in my wrist, so that was a bit distracting. And I just thought if I lose this game, and so I knew there was no going back in this game. I just got to give it my all. Anyways, I was in the lead in the early game, so I knew I just had to give it my all. But ByuN, your style has already been revealed. Many other players would probably be able to pick up on that Marine push style. Wouldn't they just try to hard counter it? Basically, they're asking, why did you continue to do the same strategy you already showed? I was less focused on the strat and more on my mentality. There's so many weak points for Zerg early on. After the first matchup, I just thought, I looked at my replay and tried to see what I did wrong, and I tried to kind of make some small adjustments in that build and come back.
계속해서 좀 이어지는 시즌이 아닐까 생각을 하는데 팬분들이 많이 기다리고 계셨습니다.
Well, it seems like your desperate state really complemented your situation. Anyways, you're going to be in an offline match. Any words to your fans? Before starting GSL, when I heard it was going to be mostly online, I felt very sad and I was a little bit worried. Will there be a chance for me to have another big, match in front of an audience? I put tremendous effort ever since learning about that. It made me more hungry, just like what I did in 2016. So there's going to be 4 Terrans in the semifinals. I think they're all good. I think they're all good at the matchup Terran versus Terran. I think it's going to be a fun Final Four. So I hope you guys tune in, and I hope you guys all show up.
온라인이라서 그렇게 잘하는 거다. 오프라인이니까 좀 편할 거다. 이런 생각도 좀 있나요?
김도욱 선수 이전에 제가 온라인 최강자였거든요. 그 정도 그 기본을 좀
So I would imagine that if you've been playing since it's been online, I guess that has made you more comfortable. Oh, and they're asking about Kira as well. He says, I think Kira is one of the hottest Terrans recently. Personally, though, mentally,
알겠습니다. 자, 과연 이번 시즌
I prefer to face Kira over Mario. I'm more comfortable with that, so I can't complain. All right, congratulations again. He says thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, what a day it has been. What a GSL Codas, 4 Terrans at the top 4. And we're getting ready to head to the offline portion. Taste is going to be back in an arena with a live audience. I cannot wait.
I am excited, and I hope you guys do come down. Look, I can't believe it either. You know, Hero got knocked out early. Classic didn't make it. You would have thought one of our Zergs would have moved on, but wasn't the case there either. And this happens. Sometimes we have these funny growth spurts for one race as far as understanding goes. And so here it is. It's going to be Cure versus ByuN for match 1. Then Bunny versus Maro for match 2. Those are both going to be best of 5s. It's this final day, it's the same that we used to do in Super Tournament. So the finals are on the same day as the semifinals. It's going to be at Jomshil Station at the Coliseum Studio. I'm going to post this on my Twitter. State will do the same. The tickets go on sale tomorrow, so like 20 hours from now.
Yeah, about 20 hours from now. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. KST. They're probably going to sell out very quickly, so get those as soon as you can.
Try to get them fast, because I would imagine, especially with just the lack of live events for StarCraft 2 in Korea this year, where normally we have, I don't know, like 40, 50 days of StarCraft 2 events in a year here in the country. You want to grab those tickets. You need to bring ID. So get the ticket. It's going to be at that website. I've been told that will work for you. You don't need to have Korean money. Make sure you're checking the settings on that, because occasionally people will tweet at me saying that it doesn't work, but Ticket Link will work. It should accept your dollars or whatever else. And bring ID.
Yeah, bring your ID.
Every event we've ever done here, someone doesn't get in. So which sucks. And some of these people fly in and they're in nice hotels, and they got to go watch on their phones at a coffee shop or a bar down the street. So just be ready. Do check out the ESL SC2 Masters Summer 2023 Regionals as well when our events are not on. The finals are going to be 1 week from now. It's going to start 30 minutes earlier. Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
And you have to get those tickets to that site.
Yeah, and make sure that you go.
Not at the door.
Make sure you go to the Vita 500 Coliseum. It's not the normal GSL
at
studio.
The studio. Yeah, not in Samsung. It's at Jomshil. It's by Lotte World.
By the tower.
Yes, but Jomshil Station, Jamsil. And then if you find Lotte World, probably come a little bit earlier. It's actually not the easiest studio to find. Lotte World's easy, but then you got to wander around there and you'll find it.
There's helpful people that provide information at the counters and stuff like that, not just for Africa TV, but just around that building. And I'm sure you could track somebody down and ask for directions to the Coliseum.
And it's going to be a fun, long evening. A lot of great games. I've always enjoyed doing the round of 4 and the finals in the same night.
It's very hype.
It's pretty hype, man. It's going to be a lot of great StarCraft. And, 12 years later, 4 Terrans, man. That's
What,
wild.
yet again?
That's wild. I don't think we've... oh, that's all the time we have. All right, guys, we love you. Take care, and we will see you in 1 week. Get those tickets tomorrow. Bye-bye.